Hello, everybody, and welcome to week two. This week it's going to run August 21st, August 27th. If the dates are wrong, it's because I made this video for a different semester. You just concentrate on the content. Don't worry about the dates. Possible plan of attack I put here. This goes through what to do first because certain things are due before others. All right, so look at that, and I'm going to go over and I'll go over what I want you to do as I should. Review video is here, and outcomes. You can look those over. Townsend Press. Townsend Press is also here. You have a direct link, so you can join Townsend Press. They'll give you the instructions there. I'm also going to show you right now. Help for buying the TP code. I'm going to show you right now, but it's embedded in here as well. And then if you take a look here, Townsend Press quizzes, chapter 1. I'm going to show those when I go to Townsend Press, so you see. But now, look, uh, these are due by Sunday, August 20th at 11:55 p.m. Now, for Canvas, I put 11:59 p.m., but in Townsend Press, they only go by increments of 5 minutes. So make sure you complete these by 11:55 p.m. on Sunday. I hope nobody waits that long. That would give me anxiety. But just be aware that they do close at 11:55. Overview, I'm going to go over this with you. So master tests are what will be required. Those what I take the grades from. So chapter 1, you have 4 master tests to complete. There are some exercises. I'm going to go there and show you how in just a second. And here are some videos I've made. They go over the chapters that you should know, and then the same for the next chapter 2 of Townsend Press. My computer's catching up. So again, 11:55 p.m. chapter 2. Supporting details and reading. When I go over the discussion board prompt, this is what you really need to do first because the discussion board prompt for this week is based on this, the major and minor details. So let me come back out to the module. So Townsend Press, you're going to click over here. Once you click on this, you'll automatically be in my course because I linked it to Townsend Press. It's asking for the name. I'm in student view. Bear with me here. So when you click on Townsend Press again, it's going to put you automatically in the course. If it doesn't, it may ask you or prompt you for some questions, but it should put you automatically into the course. I'm in the student view right now. So you will see here is the book that we are going to use. It's an online book. However, you're going to pay $15 for a code. Oh, let's see. I'll go over that in a second. Anyway, the code is $15. You have 2 weeks free, so you can get started on this. But after that, you'll be prompted to buy the $15 code. Now, there are, I think, 4 or 5 other options, but you choose the $15 code. However, there is a code that if you want to buy the online book as well, I think it's more, obviously, but I don't think you need the online book because I make videos of each chapter. So if you want to, here's the book. It's like any online book. It pops up, and then what I always do is I go over to table of contents, and you'll notice that chapter 1 and chapter 2 are here. So you can look those over or again watch the videos that I have supplied. So here's what's due for you, the reading and writing connection. This is it's just an exercise. Remember, I don't grade the exercises. So lesson, it'll give you a lesson. You can also watch the video. Exercises are practice. Try them, do them because I have it set up that if they will give you, like say you're completing exercise 1, if you make a mistake, they give you feedback so you can learn from that. So mastery 1, 2, and 3 are the ones that will count as grades. So do well on those. Okay, and let's see. Let me come back out of here. So you have chapter 1 and 2 of that available assignments. Let's go over here. So I haven't put the chapter 2 in yet, but chapter 1 and chapter 2, they're going to be due by Sunday, August 27th at 11:55 p.m. Again, your date may be different depending on the semester that you are watching this video, but you'll go by the date that is shown here if it's different than the 27th. All right, so let's go back to the module. I'm also going to go back to student view so you see exactly, I'm in the teacher view right now. All right, here comes the view. Good. Right, so week 2. So Townsend Press, it's over here. Everything you do for Townsend Press will be in online here. It's a $15 code. Reading and writing quizzes, optional guiding questions. If you do the guiding questions, I took the quizzes right from these guiding questions. It's optional, you don't have to do them. Begin to read Caged Bird. It's just a little overview for you about the book. And then the first Caged Bird quiz, make sure you've read chapters 1 through 6. Also, optional questions are here if you want to do those first. And then the background information, I'm going to click on here. Remember, all information I embed right within the assignment. I don't like students having to jump around. I can't stand that. I've had online classes like that. So instructions are here. You're going to set the stage. The readings are here. Open them up. And if I were you, I would take the quiz, look at the question, and then look for the answer through here. So now these quizzes are just to get your juices flowing, to give you a background on the knowledge of the novel. Who is Maya Angelou, etc. And yeah, they're low stakes. I give the average if you take it twice. I was going to say something else, guys. And it's good for comprehension. So if you're doing well on the quizzes, it's you're understanding the book well. And please make sure you're reading the book. I can't stand when I get answers that I know people looked up in Sparks Notes or something like that. Okay, so let's go back to week 2 module. And this video is going to be a little longer because it's week 2. I really want to, once we go on and on and on in the semester, you'll figure out my setup. I try to be very consistent. Okay, so here's the discussion board prompt. This is the main issue for the week, the main item to be completed. This discussion board prompt is going to be based on these 2 items here. So make sure you complete those. Again, you can look at the plan of attack, which was the first item in this module, the week 2 module. All right. So let's go into it. Now remember, I have 3 sections of English 110 in one course. However, I have to separate you by section number for FERPA. I know it's very strange. You can't know who's in this class if they're in a different section. However, if we were to meet face to face, all 3 sections of this class could be in a big room and it would be against FERPA. I think it's very strange, but I'm just going to follow it. But you won't see these 3 only in my video, but once you're in, you'll only see your course section. All right, so let's just go here. This is the prompt. So this prompt is you're going to do the component for major minor details in the topic sentence. You'll do that through the Townsend Press component, and you're going to outline this paragraph, family violence. Notice that I gave sentence 1, sentence 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Each sentence is labeled because you're going to break this into an outline. So here are the requirements. You're going to take this paragraph, you're going to outline it, and then you're going to write the sentence. I have a little example down here. So here's an example layout format for the outline. Everything you hand in to me for essays and discussion boards must be done MLA heading. So it's going to be your name, my name, the course title, and the date. The date should be written day, month, year. So example, today is the 11th. It would be 11 August 2023. Then the title gets centered. So for this title, you might want to say outlining family violence. That's okay. And it should be centered. However, when I'll come back to that. And part 1, definitions. These definitions should come directly from the Townsend Press book. Do not go out topic sentence and Google. I want them to come from the video that I have there, or you can look in the Townsend Press book. Remember the online Townsend Press book. You have access to it for 2 weeks. Again, the code is $15, or you can pay more if you want the online book for the code, for the Townsend Press online code. All right, so this is part 1. So your paper topic sentence and then blah, 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 give it the definition. Da, da, da. And then part 2 is the outline. You're going to outline this paragraph. And notice how I've done it. Sentence 1 is the topic sentence or the main idea. Few major reasons for family violence. I didn't write the whole sentence. I just took keywords that would help me understand or remember what the sentence was about, and that's what you're going to do. So major detail. Sentence number 2 is a major detail. Jobless husband and 4 to 6 children. And then a minor detail, which is supporting this major detail. Stress alone is not the only factor. And then you're going to take major detail 2, 3, so maybe it's sentence 4, sentence 5. And then the closing sentence is sentence 8, overall stress factors. And sorry about that, guys. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sentences. And I've given you 4 of them. So I'm asking you to do 4 things basically. So I think you can handle it. That's sarcasm. Okay. Deadlines. This is due by Wednesday. I'm looking at, oh boy, this is week 2. Guys, let me blank. Anyway, it's due the Wednesday of week 2, and you have to submit this to 2 places. Down here, you'll click reply, and you'll copy and paste your answer into the actual discussion board. That's where we are right now, into the thread. When you're doing that, you can single space everything. Title does not need to be centered. However, I'll go to the next spot. Only initial post does it go in 2 places. So here you've copied, excuse me. So here you've copy and pasted your answer into here. This is the discussion board post. This is where you're going to come back, and this is where you will respond to 4 other people by Sunday. And then the initial post, you also have to submit it here so that I can grade it and type it. Now here, when you're submitting, why isn't this opening? Come on, bad day. Okay, so when you submit it here, it's going to be a document. DocX or Google Docs work well, and this must be double spaced or I won't grade it. Your heading needs to be double spaced and your title should be centered. This here, again, is a regular document. You'll submit it to me, and you will see that I type comments on it. So again, the discussion boards, the initial post every week on Wednesday night, before Wednesday night if you want, that's fine. It has to go into the discussion board thread, and then you'll bring it here as a document. This is where I'll actually grade it and give you feedback. I do not go into the discussion board threads to give feedback there. It's nobody's business. This is just for us. This is your learning opportunity. Okay, this is 12-minute long. I don't want to do that. I'm going to hurry up here. Come on. I got a new laptop. It's just so slow. All right. So that is the discussion board thread. And then once you get a grade on the submit the initial post, you'll get an email or a ding or something in your grades. I use editing symbols. You can click here to see what they are. So alpha, you should use alpha order. Awkward, the sentence just doesn't make sense to me. BF, not your best friend. It means be formal. Do not use you, I think, I believe. I want you to be really writing at a high caliber. Capitalize. CFC, come full circle. So, if you started with the thesis statement and then you explained it, you should end come full circle. Mention all of the main people again, the main key words, come full circle. You can look at the rest of these. The reason I do this is because I do give a lot of comment, but it's faster for me to give abbreviations. And sometimes I have 120 essays to grade. So I needed a system. This works for me. Okay, and let's go back. And if you want to make a copy of this so you have it with you. And then week 2. And then how to locate the feedback for essays. There's a video in here. It'll show you where to go. Go to grades, click on the assignment, and then it'll show you that there's another form you click on, and you can see your essay or discussion board post, and you'll see where I have typed on the actual document. That is the most important way you're going to learn in this class. Use my feedback. All right, so I've gone into 13 minutes. I apologize. The video shouldn't be over 10. So overview is here. Possible plan of attack. I've basically gone over that in this video, but look it over. Townsend Press, you have 2 weeks for free, but you have to join this week by clicking over here. Reading and grammar quizzes, those are due by Sunday. Discussion boards, the initial post is due by Wednesday of every week, and then you have till Sunday to give your 4 responses to other students. And then here's how to locate the feedback that I give you on essays and discussion board posts, the initial. All right, everybody, welcome to week 2. Thank you. Bye.